90% of the hill area is with Kukis, which comprise about 10% of the population, and 10% of the plains area in Fal and around is with the Meiteis that comprise about 90% of the population. That is one thing. And they've really reinforced bunkers, cemented bunkers, right at the borders where the hills start. And they have systematically cut off Meiteis from the hills. Like there was a shrine on the hill, I'm getting the name of a date. They blew up, the Kukis blew up the bridge that led to the shrine on the hills. So they have systematically, they want all the hill area. They have the tribal status. In government, there are so many officers, there are so many IPS officers from Kuki community. The Meiteis that way are represented much less because Meiteis have to compete as general people. And the problem is not, and also Kukis are basically outsiders. Kukis are, even all the anthropologists and sociologists have written, right, in every northeastern war, see, right from 150, 200 years ago, that Kukis are a very, very aggressive and a very strife-ridden community. Wherever they go, they create strife. They cannot live with others. They don't know the meaning of coexistence. In fact, even in Nagaland, they were brought to contain the local, the local people by the British. So Kukis also have, like, you have Chin Kukis, you have many, many kinds of Kukis. And now the thing is, from across the Myanmar border, which is so porous, they are bringing in people, like the Bangladeshis influx into the India. Now Kuki influx into Manipur is at a very large scale because they want to change the demography. The very few Kukis are there, about 10%, and slowly by marriage, by whatever, they are changing the demography, and they already have the money. All this money is funded by the drug money. You see there, the drug plantation. Go to the hills in Manipur. You see kitna, the posta, the opium pods, and there's so much of this drug is being grown there, and it is on the drug route, on the main drug route, Manipur. From Myanmar, the drugs are, it's a free border. So money is basically, the problem is drug. They want control of the area to be able to smuggle drugs, and the drug lords and the local dons, they have money. Where drugs are concerned, with so much of drug traffic being there, money is not an issue. So getting arms is also not an issue. The problem is Meiteis is a relatively, they are a very, very peace-loving community. That is what got to them. They are peace-loving, they are simple people, and they were not given the tribal status which was given to the Kukis. And Kukis have mostly converted to Christianity. And now the problem is also, like, with the Meiteis, they have a semi corner in their house everywhere. It's like a deity, puja ka kamra in their house. That they are destroying systematically. They are attacking the Meitei culture, the Meitei beliefs, the Meitei. They want to somehow do away with the Meitei way of life and convert everyone to their way of thinking. That is what it is. And money, of course, Meiteis may be short of money. Meiteis have small area. They are not so much into, I think not even 0% of them are into drug rackets. But Kukis are controlling the entire drug traffic in that area. They are also growing opium. They are growing the poppy plants, and they are smuggling opium. They are also bringing in other drugs, all the other synthetic drugs also, and passing them on. That is the money. Problem is also that because of the large number of Kukis in the services, IPS in the subordinate services, because of the reservation benefit they got for many, many decades, they are there is a lot of this, you can say, inbreeding kind of a thing. Supporting from within the system. So that is their advantage also. I think that though the European Parliament, they took the matter to European Parliament in no day. Even that initially the video that came out of women, which was released on the eve of the Parliament session, so systematically, they have really brought it up like a campaign. If they were a persecuted community the way Meiteis are, I don't think Kukis would have been, Kukis are very sharp, thinking on their feet kind of people, and they have planned it, and they have support of the international community, also through the Christian network, because that is how this, bringing the matter to European Parliament in no day, when they were the aggressors. Initially, you see that March tribal, the first problem that came, Surathandrapur and all those border districts, when Meitei women were raped, Meiteis had to go into camps, their houses were destroyed. None of the international press, leave alone international, even the national press did not cover it properly. It is as if, both sides were equally guilty, if at all. It is not that at all. Kukis were and are very much the aggressors. The money for arms, the money for these state-of-the-art drones, it is all there being supplied. The international community, the drug mafia is with them. And of course, they are themselves a democracy. If you visit the bunkers right at the outskirts of Imphal,